Yo, 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 yo! Skirt bag! What is up, my guy? How are we feeling for episode 100?
This is episode 100?
It is.
For real?
For real, for real.
Why did I think we hit 100 like a while ago?
I don't know. I feel like when we were recording at your place before the bachelor party, it was like 95. And 5 since there, that seems like reasonable. Like, we skip
That
a
makes
couple
sense.
weeks.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't even think we have skipped since then though.
I think we definitely have skipped at least once.
Really? Has it been? Well,
Yeah.
it's been like a
Because
month
I
since
know
the
that
bachelor party.
yeah, and I know that we skipped the first weekend of April, I think. Maybe not. Maybe we
I don't know.
haven't,
I
but it
feel like
also
we've
hasn't
been
been
on
that
a
many
pretty
weeks.
solid roll. We've been on a
It
pretty good
hasn't.
roll lately.
Yeah, we have. Have you been anywhere for work?
Since the bachelor party, yeah, I went um the first week of April, or actually it was the week after the bachelor party, the very last week of March into April 1st. I was in Virginia for work, but that was the last time I like traveled or anything. So it's been almost a month since then.
Let's see. I don't even know what calendars look like.
What is a calendar, dude?
One,
Time is just a
two,
social construct.
1, 2, 3,
It's
4,
not real.
5, 6. Yeah, this is the sixth Wednesday since the bachelor party and our fifth episode, so we probably skipped one, which is probably when you were in Virginia.
Oh, dude, yeah, because I came back from Virginia like dummy sick, remember?
Yeah,
And I
but
was
then you
like,
powered through. We
oh yeah,
postponed
I
one
did. That
day, and then
was
you
that
powered
was
through.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I don't know. Happy
5 out of the
100
last 6.
episode
That's pretty
though,
good.
baby. Let's go. Triple digits,
Yeah.
dude. Damn.
Look at us.
You know what Max says in that one song? Time flies.
Yeah,
Time
factual.
flies. I don't know. I can't think of the name of that song off the top of my head, but I listened to it recently.
That's okay. I won't judge you for it.
Um, so I was kind of in like an internal battle for the past like hour and a half of my life because
Oh
I was
man.
like, I really I haven't had a good dreamy eyes in about a week. Podcast night. Do I want to go walk over to the bodega and like see if they got them or what? And then I was like, if I go walk there and find out that they don't have them, like there's no other really good beer there that I'm like, ooh, I gotta have this, especially when I'm paying like $16 for a 4 pack.
Yeah.
So I was like, and like realistically, I'm probably not gonna drink 4 of them in an episode. So let me just like I'll see what we got here. Thinking we had like some Millers or some Bud Lights or something. Go down to the fridge and it's just empty, and I have this one singular lone Mountain Dew. So I was like, all right, I guess I'm fucking
The
getting
lone
sugar high for
Dusky.
the the lone Dooski. It's
I have
gonna
Dusky
power me through this
seltzers here.
episode. Ooh, little Baja Blast action.
Yeah, they got Baja Blast, they got original, they got like a black cherry type deal, or maybe it's red cherry,
The
and then
Code
another
Red.
one. Yeah, kind of.
Mmm,
Another one, but I don't remember the other one,
another one.
obviously.
Are
Another
they
one.
good?
They're okay.
I unfortunately the one time I went to try a Mountain Dew seltzer, I was informed that one of the bars downtown in Wilmington had them on tap, so we like pretty much raced there. And I get there, and he was like, "Yeah, that keg kicked probably like 15 minutes ago. We don't have any more." And I was like,
That's tough.
"Dope. Let me get a beer. I'm already here. Might as well drink."
Yeah. Yeah, that's tough. They have them all over in Florida. Pretty much like every like grocery store that you walk into has them just like regular other seltzers. I'm
Is
surprised
that
you
where you
guys
brought
don't
them
have
back
them.
from?
Yeah,
I
the first
honestly
time.
haven't dude. I couldn't tell you the last time I like went to the grocery store and like bought beer. The only time I drink now is if I like go to the bar or like occasionally I'll go to the bodega and grab like some Dreamy Eyes if they have it. But it's
Yeah,
too easy to just walk across the street on like a random Tuesday night when you have nothing to do and just be like, all right, I'm gonna hang out outside and drink like 2 or 3 beers and
just
walk
do it
home.
across the street.
Yeah,
Yeah. No, that's not bad, dude. That's a good setup you got. But yeah, I drink at my house sometimes. Sometimes by myself, sometimes not. But if I just like get low on Miller, I'll just go buy a 30 pack.
yeah.
Right?
I
Like
need
even
to
if I don't have
start.
a reason to drink them, I'm just like whatever, dude. Like I'm gonna drink 30 more Millers in my life.
Right, I need to do that too because like I like to have a few if I'm like playing Xbox or even just like recording a pod or something. But
Yeah.
it's just I just hate going to the grocery store, dude. I don't know why.
Well, yeah, the liquor store is like right across the street from my house, so it's like I pretty much pass it every time I come home from that side. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right. Yeah, I
But
mean we
it's
have a
nice.
gas station that's super close, but still.
Sometimes when I walk there, I'll just or when I go there, like when it's nice out, I'll just like longboard there and go snag some shit and then longboard
On
back.
Plank,
Yeah, I take
you break
plank.
out good old Plank.
Of course I do.
Miss that fucker. How's he doing?
You know the vibes. He's alright.
Yeah.
I've been saying this for literally 5 years. I need to tighten the trucks on that thing. They're so loose. I go 5 miles an hour and get the fucking speed wobbles.
Yeah, dude, and on that thing too is probably super fucking tough because he's so narrow.
Yeah. Well, that's how the first time I fell, um, I don't even know if it was the first time I fell bad, but first time I fell and like scraped myself up, I was bombing a hill on plank, like squatted down on it, got the speed wobbles, and then went over a manhole and it tossed me off.
Oh no.
And I just like slid like on my shoulder, and then I like rolled over my other shoulder and slid on that, and I was like just road rash on both sides of me. I was all tore up.
Oh, dude, I saw this video on Reddit and it was like an advertisement for like motorcycle boots or something like that, or it was like an anti-sneaker while you're riding a motorcycle ad, and it was a slow-mo of like what gravel does to a shoe, like a sneaker, like if you crash on
Oh,
your
no
motorcycle, and it
thanks.
was
That's
slow-mo of like the toe of the shoe like scraping across, dude, and it pretty much just melted the toe of the shoe, and like obviously I don't think it was like real footage of someone's actual foot, but like
it
they had
might
the
have
foot
been.
in there, and it would like the foot all the way to the bone was just like getting grinded like cheese, dude. It was gross. And at the end, it was just like, yeah, wear boots.
Steel toe.
Yeah, something.
Dude, I saw something where somebody took the steel toe out of like an old pair of like work boots and put them in a pair of Hey Dudes. And
Steel
then
toe, hey dudes.
yeah, and they were just like, yeah, now I can wear these. Are like fucking, they're comfortable. I want to wear them to work. Now I can. They're steel toe. Fuck with me.
Kind of wish I had those at the Yankees game we went to. Some
I
steel toe,
know.
hey dudes
I
would have saved my
know.
shits. So did you see Maggie got her bike like was
I did
delivered
see
the
the
other day? I was
bike.
building it for her.
I did see the bike.
So I got it all built for dude. Listen, I was you know this. I was a BMX scumlord growing up, so like I could build a bike from the ground up without any sort of fucking direction or anything. Like it's just second
Right.
nature to me. Get this bike in, dude, and it's like it's a beach cruiser, so it's not like your typical like BMX setup, obviously, where it's just like head, fucking pivotal seat, like cranks on the pedals and all that. This thing had like the weirdest fucking like head tube setup where like the bars were all
Yeah.
like they go forward but then they wrap around to the back, and like the seat when you put it on was like this, but like you got dude, it took me like so long to put this fucking bike together for no reason. And finally got it together or whatever. She gets home. I went over to like our little garage area where like all the bikes that people like keep their bikes in. Grabbed an air pump, pumped up the tires. So you're riding it around. I'm like, fuck, dude. Now I really want a bike, but I have a bike at my parents' house. That orange one that I have,
Yeah. Yeah.
but it's like it's a 2012 Verde, so it's like obviously super old. Would need like so much money put into it to like actually like have it be able to be like rideable again.
Nah,
So
I
I'm
think you
sitting
could
here,
ride it, bro. I
dude.
think you could ride it with very little maintenance.
It doesn't even have like a fucking sprocket on it right now that has 25 teeth. Like I'm pretty sure there's like 6 teeth on the sprocket that are broken off, snapped off from when I
Dude,
flipped
I
it
mean,
going through
6 out of
544.
25, bro. Like, that seems pretty good to me.
Dude, the
You got
chain.
most of them.
So the last, I think it was when Doobie and I lived in Monarch, was when it was like that bad, and I would still try and ride it to class and back because I just didn't want to walk. And the chain, like, so there's like 3 sprocket teeth missing in one section, and then 2 in another, and then like 2 in another section. So anytime I would pedal, like my pedals would go forward, the chain would go forward, and when it would get to the spot that like had missing teeth, it would just fall off, and I would
Slip
flip over
off.
the front of the handlebars because it would just like flip off the sprocket and the chain, and I would just like flip over like the front. And I was like, okay, like I've fallen off this thing like 4 times in the
Yeah, that
past
sounds
week. I'm not
tough.
gonna try it anymore.
All right, so then maybe just buy a new sprocket.
Nah, dude, it's all rusted. Like everything's just rusted out. The frame is all dented and cracked. I think I'm just gonna buy a new bike. Cause I was looking at the online ordering like bike ordering site called Dance Comp, like where I used to buy all my shit,
Yeah, yeah.
and they have like the whole new line of like 2023 bikes that just came out, and there's this We the People I think it's a We the People 20-inch top tube cruiser. It's called, and it's everything's black except for the frame. Everything's like matte black, like the wheels, the fork, the handlebars, everything except the frame is like taxi yellow, and it is so fucking clean, dude. And it's only like $460 right now. I'm thinking about pulling trig on it. We have a skate park like right across the street too, which would be dope. And Mackie wants to take like bike rides downtown and all this stuff, and I'm like, all right, like I don't want to get a beach cruiser because I don't want to like give in to the old bike lifestyle of just like chilling on an old person bike. I want to ride bikes and like have fun on them if I can. Like I want to
What's
have
it
the option
called?
to do fun.
We the
It's a
people what?
We the People cruiser, I believe, in yellow, taxi yellow.
We the people crisis. They got a lot of bikes, dude.
Yeah,
All right.
I'm trying to find it.
We the people cruiser. Let's try that one. We the people cruiser.
Oh, it's the Justice, not the cruiser. We the People Justice.
We the people Justice Winslow.
It's like 430
Oh, and the
bucks on
taxi
Alps
yellow.
new BMX. It's clean, bro, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah, dude, that's not bad, and it's like real basic.
Real basic. It's like a step above like a beginner's BMX bike. So it's like I actually watched a review on it, and they said if you're gonna do like the whole frame is like fully chromoly, so it won't bend like as easily if you're doing a lot of spins on it, which is nice because it's like the only tricks I can do. But it's light. I think it's only like 26 pounds or something like that.
It
The
looks
stem
good,
is
dude.
top loaded, so like the
Are
bars
you
are
gonna
like
keep it
higher
with
up.
no brakes?
Yeah, I don't put brakes on them shits. I just use my foot.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's what I always did too, but then I would just like run through vans like it was nobody's business.
Yeah, I definitely got to order some riding shoes for it because I don't want to ruin my nice Vans that I have now.
I think you should treat yourself to a
I
new
think
bike
I'm
and a
good.
pair of vans.
I think I'm gonna treat myself, dude, because like I'm never gonna live like this close to a downtown area. I think ever again. So like, might as well do it now while I can have like the streets available to ride that type of bike. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Give me something to do in the summer, like after work.
Big
Plus,
facts. I
like I
love it.
said, we got a skate park. I've never had a skate park this close to me before.
You
Fuck it,
gonna go
dude.
there, shred the gnar?
I'm gonna go shred the gnar. I'm probably gonna fall,
Show the
hurt
kids
my
how it's done?
roll my ankle once, and be like, "Why the fuck did I buy this bike?"
Probably.
I'm
That's
gonna fall
okay,
once
dude.
and be
It'll be
like, "I'm
fun.
too old for this, dude." God
Yeah,
damn.
yeah, it'll be fun though.
Yeah. Give me that. Plus, like, I'm not the best at like keeping up with my cardio in the gym, so like I can use that as an excuse. I'm gonna go get some cardio in.
Yeah, that's a
That
good call
shit.
too.
That shit, dude. I used to do that for like preseason soccer in high school. Like I'd always like our coach would always threaten us to be like, if you can't run a 6:30 mile, you're not starting. So I just ride my bike all fucking summer and then show up to tryouts and run like a 5:35 mile just to get it out of the way and be like, dude, I didn't run once all year or all summer. I just rode my fucking bike every day. And I
Yeah.
was in shape, kept me in shape.
We had some kids that were kind of the same way, and like they would smoke a shit ton of weed too. On top of that,
Yep.
they would smoke bud and ride like BMX, and they were like decently good athletes.
Yeah. It's because
Not very good.
there's just one single gear and like the sprocket is tiny, so it's not like super easy to ride those types of bikes uphill or anything. So if you're not on a flat surface, like you're putting in work to ride that thing and not go
Putting
very
in work for
fast.
sure.
Yeah. But
I feel like
I'm trying to tap into my youth a little bit this summer, I think.
do it.
We'll
Me
see how it
too. That's
goes.
why I'm getting a baby.
You're gonna live vicariously through JT.
Facts. Like man, I wish I was newborn again.
Bro, that fucking Batmobile baby thing you got is
The Walker
sick,
John.
bro. Yeah, Batmobile Walker, bro. I'm low key jealous of that little fuck.
We'll get you one, dude. I'll get it for you for your birthday.
Adult size Walker.
No, it's gonna be baby size, but
Now I'm gonna be able to fit my foot in it.
yeah. Maybe you could sit in it and just like, but not put your legs like through
You
it,
know
and
what?
just like
You know
just
what
put
I
your butt
want?
in it like a tube.
Have you ever seen those things where it's like you hang like the bungee cords from the wall or whatever, and it's like the seat, and they sit and bounce in it?
Oh yeah, yeah.
I want one of those for work so I can just bounce and type at my desk all day.
You should just get like an exercise ball, then blow that bad boy up.
Ooh, I
Bounce
probably
on the
could.
exercise ball all
That
day.
probably helps with my posture too, because it like forces me
Yep.
to sit up straight.
I got an exercise ball for that reason, and it's still not blown up.
You still haven't even used it.
Nope. I don't have anything to blow it up with. That's the thing.
You don't have like a bike pump or anything? You can't use a bike pump?
I don't think so. I have like a
That's
ball pump, but I don't think a regular ball pump would work.
I'm sure it would. It'd probably just take a fucking lot longer to
Ever?
do it. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I'll give it a go one of these days.
My
Probably not today, and probably not tomorrow, but one of these days.
my coworker Sydney, she got like a walking treadmill for under her desk, and
Yeah.
she sent me a snap chat the other day of her like at her desk, and she was just like talking, and then she just goes like this, and then she's just walking like at her desk, and I was like, bro, I was not expecting you to be on a full fucking treadmill right now. Like what?
Yeah, they got little like walking pads. They're pretty cheap. They don't go fast, obviously.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to be doing all that, but
I thought about that, but I probably won't do it.
you know what I do kind of wish I had? I wish I had like a maybe I'll invest in like a nicer desk because my desk that I have now is very basic, but I want like a standing desk where I can like raise it
Yeah,
because that sounds nice where I could get out of my chair and
stand
stretch
for
my
a
shit
bit.
out. Yeah.
Yeah, big fan of standing at work.
Um.
By far more productive if I'm standing.
Really?
Yeah, because it's like I think it's because like I want to get it done more,
If
so
you're
I can go
standing.
sit down.
Reverse psychology.
It's I like now that I really think about it, like I feel like that's kind of like I kind of want to sit down, so I'm like, all right, like let me get this shit done, and
Let me
then
bang
like
this out quick, then I can
yeah,
sit.
or maybe it just feels like I don't like to stand still, so I'm like I always want to go somewhere. So I'm like, all right, let me finish this, and then I can go do something.
That makes sense because
I can go and
also like
relax,
if you're sitting in your chair like at work, I feel like it's a lot easier to just like get
be on your
comfortable and then look
phone.
at your phone and be like, ah, let me scroll Twitter for 5 minutes, and then it's like 15 minutes later, you're like, oh fuck, what was I doing?
Yeah. It's a good tip to like put your phone in a different room too. I've done that before, but I like my phone and I like to place bets throughout the day, so I just have my notifications for like work hours from like 8 to 5. I have my notifications set to like I'll only get updates from like Sleeper, Chalkboard,
What's chalkboard?
Lex. It's like a Discord for betting groups kind of.
Oh, nice.
Um Lex, my sister, my mom. Otherwise I don't get notifications. So then
Yeah, I
it's
need
like
to. I
that's
probably
pretty
should
good
go
because it's
through
like
and
it's not
set my
there.
apps like that too, because like I have like obviously like Maggie and then like I my Yes Network app to get Yankees updates. Pretty much all I
Yeah.
care about throughout the day. Probably keep me a lot more productive if I wasn't like so and so just posted a TikTok or like the worst
Yeah.
is when
Dude,
somebody
100%.
sends like a thing on guys being dudes or like fucked on Twitter, and I'll just be
Yeah.
like, all right, let me catch up on my group chats, and then I'm sitting there looking at memes for 10 minutes.
So Pete, you see how it says focus?
Yeah.
So if you click into focus, then you see how you have these different ones, these different options to pick from?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so then like if you click into work with the three dots, you can go to settings and then set what you want your work focus to be. People, apps, time, schedule.
So am I clicking silence notifications and I click plus sign next to people?
So then you
Add
add people that
notifications.
you'll
Oh,
those are
okay.
people that you'll get notifications from.
Oh, I just accidentally clicked on Billy Allman. That's my neighbor from my childhood house growing up that I haven't spoken to in probably 10 years. Yo, just in case Billy's trying to get a
Just
hold of
in
me, you
case
never
Billy
know.
hits me up. Yeah.
Dude, wait, I kind of want to go into my contacts and see like how many people I have that I just
That
don't
that
talk
you
to
don't
anymore.
need, dude. Yeah, I
Yeah, I
know.
probably have so many.
Like the most.
Started from the top. Let's just see the first like few. My very first contact is Abel from Club Soccer.
I don't even know who that is.
No, me neither.
Maybe it's Abel. Did we play with an Abel?
Abel, Abel. That's what it's spelled as. Yeah, dude. Alley Work CCU. I don't even know who that is.
You worked with her.
Yeah, but I don't remember her. Like, I don't remember what job was that from. Like, oh, dude, that was from when I worked at that T-shirt shop in North Myrtle Beach.
There
I
you
think you were
go.
gone. I think you were gone by then, because that was the year that I lived in Destiny with Shane and Jake. Yeah, that was right after you left. Autumn Accounting Group.
Yeah, you remember the accounting group?
Lex Artis. Who the fuck is that?
Whoa, what a weirdo.
Yeah, I probably have so many. Let's see. 5 duplicates found. Yeah. There's so many features to like an iPhone now that I just don't even fucking know about because I never kept up with like any of the updates or anything.
Yeah, I think I probably need to get my shit updated sometime soon.
I just need a new phone, dude. My phone is so fucking slow.
Mine's not bad. I got a 13.
Yeah, didn't that just isn't that like the second newest one?
Yeah, the 14.
14 just came out last fall.
Yeah,
Yeah, I have the X, so the 10.
that's the 10. Yeah.
I've had my shit for a while.
Yeah, well, I had the 8 from Mad Long, and then it just like took a dump, dude. Like it would just like turn off at like 60% battery, and then when I turned it back on, it'd have 8. Like, oh, well, that was cool.
Yeah, I think mine's getting to be like to that point.
Yeah. So then I just got a new one, and then I dropped that one, and it got ran over by a truck, and then I got another new one.
Oh, is that the one you dropped in the parking lot
Yeah. But then I got
in the
this one,
middle
and I
of
got an
winter?
OtterBox on it, so I should be
Out
good,
of
right?
box.
That's what they
I've
say.
had
I should be good.
I got this Nike fucking piece of shit ass phone case at Marshall's like when I got this phone, I think like junior year or sophomore year of college whenever when I first got it. Haven't had anything since, dude. And guess what? My screen is still good. Not a single crack in it.
See, dude, that's the thing. I don't know how you get so lucky. If I don't have mine in a good case, something bad happens to it. If I put it in a good
Oh,
case, nothing bad happens.
I wouldn't say lucky because this is like my third. When I first got the iPhone X when it first came out, this is my third iPhone X. But I went through 2 of them in like the span of like 6 months because I just kept I kept dropping it and breaking it. And this one time, I think it was the day after I got the second one. I was late for my flight home. I think I was going to like a Yankees game with my parents or something. And I was running through Myrtle Beach Airport. Like I got out of security, put my phone in my sweatshirt pocket like this, and started running to the escalator. And it flew out of my sweatshirt pocket, smashed on the floor, and then slid like 40 feet to the bottom of the escalator. And I ran over to it, dude, like borderline about to cry. Was just so stressed and so just like mad because I knew it was fucked. Looked at it, and the whole screen was just smashed to smithereens, dude.
Smithereens, dude.
Smithereens, dude.
That's tough scenes.
Smithereens, tough scenes.
Yeah, that's all we got here. Lots of eens.
But yeah, then I got this one because I had insurance on my shit, so it only cost me like $200 to get a new one instead of 1,000.
Not
Um,
bad.
and then after that, they're like, "Yeah, your insurance is like you can't get another one for another 2 years because
You've
you've
used it
gone
too many
through."
times.
Yeah, we know you're selling these
Breakfast.
things. No, I'm just an asshole.
Yeah, that's true. Just an asshole.
But yeah, I'm definitely looking to get a new phone. The thing is, dude, like I know like I get to a point where I know a new phone's gonna come out in September and I'm just like, like, all right, I'll wait a few months and see what the new ones is. But then the new one comes out and there's like nothing new about it. It's just the
So
same
then you
fucking
buy the
phone
old
every
one.
year. Yeah, that's what I'm about to do. I'm about to get like the 13 now because it's probably like when the new one comes out, the 13 will
Yeah.
be even cheaper.
I like the 13 mini.
Is that
I
what
wish
you
I would have.
have?
No, I wish I would have got that.
Is that like the size of the old I remember like the iPhone 5?
It's like the size of a 6, I think. But
Dude,
full screen. Because the 6 wasn't full screen.
right. It still had the button, didn't it? The 6S.
Yeah.
Um, dude, I wonder
It's
what it would be like if we went back to like the iPhone 4, like how small it would feel. That was my first iPhone
the
I had
iPod
was the
Shuffle.
4. The iPod Nano.
Remember they had the shuffle that was just like a little square?
That was the Nano.
No, I
iPod
thought the
Nano.
Nano was a rectangle guy and it had a
Oh,
rectangle
you might be
screen and a.
right. You might be right.
Because I think
Yeah,
I had
you're
one of
right.
those.
You're right. You're
They
right.
had the shuffle that
The
was
shuffle was like
just
the square with the
just a little
circle.
square that had a circle and it was like play, pause, skip song, and increase or
Yeah.
decrease volume. That's all you had, and it was just everything that you put on there, just on always on shuffle. You had
Always
no
on
choice.
shuffle. Yeah, dude. Oh man. The iPod Nano was like electric, dude. Did you have one of those where it was
Yeah,
like the
yeah,
right
I had the
and they had the
Nano.
games on it? Did you ever play the games where they had
Yes,
like
of course.
snake dude?
I think I had the Nano Color. I wasn't like the OG one, but maybe the second one.
Yeah, mine was I was the same way. Mine was like the silver iPod Nano with like the like the earphone jack and the fucking fat ass iPhone charger. Yo, I low key miss those iPhone chargers where it was like the long like brick looking thing.
I had okay, so the first iPod Nano was all right. Let's go back. The first iPod Nano was like
Apple iPod
uh
Nano first gen. Oh yeah, it's like it almost looks like a small iPhone.
I don't know if we're looking at the same thing.
The Apple iPod Nano fourth generation was what I had. Dude, these things are $150 used? Oh, there was like so many. The fourth generation iPod Nano was like the slim rectangle one. The third generation was
That's
like
what
the
I
square.
had.
Yeah, that's what I had too.
Wait, before that I had the square one, maybe the 6.
I never had anything before that. Damn, Apple products used to be
Okay.
bomb, dude.
So I had the iPod Nano 6th generation, which is like of the very square one
Yeah.
from 2007.
Yep.
And then after that, I think I had got the one from either '08 or '09, so the 7th or the 8th, where it's like the rounded edges.
I want to see what the first iPod looks like. Apple iPod first gen classic scroll, $579 on eBay right now. Damn. Say hello to iPod. 1,000 songs in your pocket. Yo, that's wild. 1,000 songs used to be like a lot.
What a crazy time that was, dude.
Dude, it really was.
Doesn't that like terrify you about how fast technology moves?
Oh yeah, dude. You know what's even more terrifying, and I feel like we've definitely talked about this before, is how fast like AI is being implemented into everything, dude.
Yeah, bro.
Like everything. Like Snapchat
Yep.
has AI now. Like every technological website, like everything has some sort of AI built into it now.
It's wild. It's terrifying.
It is super terrifying. You know when Elon
Uh,
Musk is like, "Yo, we should slow down on AI." You know if he's saying that, like, you should probably listen because
yeah.
one, he may not have the best intentions, and if he's saying slow down on AI, like he knows it's gonna be fucked.
Right. Right. I don't know, dude. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Apparently, like the government is doing this Fed Now thing. Have you heard about that?
No,
It's like a way to like transfer money and stuff like that. And some people think it's going to become their like a social currency, like a social like or like a digital currency, and that'll replace the dollar. But I don't know. That's just speculation, I think. But it's supposed to be a way to like transfer money and stuff instead of like Venmo or PayPal and or like Zelle. It's supposed to be like just to transfer money.
what's wrong with Venmo and Zelle and PayPal
Uh,
now?
the government can't see it and control
Regulate
it.
it.
Yeah,
I
it's like the first step into like a social credit system
was
of
gonna
like
say
a.
that's pretty. That's we're just gonna be socialists now.
Yep.
I miss like the days before where everything was like connected and like I mean, obviously we were super young when that was the time, but like 2001 to like 2006, 2005 was the peak, dude. It was like
That was
we have
peak
the most
human life.
we have the most basic technology, but like people were still like living off the internet. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Like people like my brother and I would go out and play sticks. Like kids don't do that anymore. They don't go
No,
out and pretend sticks are guns or like lightsabers and build forts and shit.
no, because
They're just
everything's
like, oh,
online now, dude. They're
here's
not
an
even like
iPad.
living
Let's
in
go
the
play
real world.
Fortnite. Yeah, I know, dude. And it's like I get it. I definitely get it because I play a lot of fucking video games and I grew up playing video games with my friends like every fucking night and all this stuff. But like I also had a childhood and like rode dirt bikes and went outside and played baseball and did like
Yeah,
physical activities.
yeah, I agree.
I was actually thinking about that like when past Sunday Jake and Emery and I went and played golf and like we were just outside talking about like obviously outside we're playing fucking golf, Johnny, you dickhead. But we're just we're just talking about how like now that we're like older, like everybody that is our age and that we know is on the same page of like wow, life just like moves so much faster now and like we're all like everybody has that idea where like everything just flies by, like time flies by. We're always looking forward to like the next thing. And I was saying how I think it's because like now we have all these responsibilities that like fill up our time and like we have just like so much more on our plate that we have to think about and do and like we're just constantly always moving and I was sitting there thinking I was like dude and we're still like finding the time to like connect with each other and like play this game outside and like indulge in like an actual physical activity. I mean, you could debate if golf is a physical activity. It definitely is because after 18 holes, I'm pretty fucking beat. But still, like,
Yeah,
we're still finding time to like do this thing like with each other and not just like connect like like through text or FaceTime or other like other things like that. And I'm just sitting there wondering like, is it going to still be that way in 50 years? Like, are our kids still going to like want to go golf with their friends, or are they just going to be like, yo, hop on the metaverse, we can go golfing?
yeah. I don't know.
I don't. I genuinely wouldn't be surprised if it's like nobody
I
just
haven't even
like.
thought about that.
I know, dude, and that was like kind of the first time I thought about it, and it like tripped me out a little bit. Where I was like, "Damn, dude, like, what if like pro sports in 100 years aren't even real, like, aren't even a thing anymore, just because like nobody's interested in doing like human physical activities when technology is advancing at such a level where like maybe like the virtual version of MLB is just so much better than what MLB is now."
Yeah, I don't know. That would be crazy, but that feels so futuristic.
Yeah.
Like that feels like a crazy future like robot society.
It's pretty much like the entire, and we've definitely said this on here before, but it's like the whole plot of Ready Player One,
Yeah.
and it's not far off from like where we're at now, dude. Especially if technology just keeps advancing at the pace it is now, like shit, that could be like fucking 15 years from now. At this point,
Yeah. Did you see Tucker Carlson got fired?
I did, but I didn't see what for.
So they didn't really say anything why, but I saw something recently. He started one of his episodes like, "Good Morning America, I'm Tucker Carlson," and then he went on this thing and he was like, basically, what if your media like had this whole thing going on where, um, fuck, what was the example that he used? He was basically talking about the vaccine, but he was using a metaphor, but I can't think of the metaphor that he used. Um, and it was like, like let's say it's like a cookie, right? And you have to eat this cookie, but like if you don't, or no, it was My Pillow. That's what it was. He was like, what if you had to have a My Pillow, right? And My Pillow is one of Fox's biggest advertisers. They give them the most money, and because like that's actually a true thing. It's like, so what if they like endorsed everybody getting the My Pillow, push everybody get the My Pillow, said you couldn't come back into the country if you didn't have My Pillow, and then get the boosted My Pillow. And what if Fox, who's giving you the media, was doing that to help their advertisers get more money? Like that's like Pablo Escobar levels of corruption. Blah blah blah. And then I guess shortly after he was fired. So that probably has something to do with it.
See, I cannot stand Tucker Carlson because I think he's just a fucking propaganda asshole. Like he literally just spews propaganda. But like he's got a point,
He
low
does.
key.
So he was on a show recently with like a popular podcast, right? I saw a clip and he was like, yeah, he's like, dude, it's one company. He's like, they own everything. Like they do all the lobbying on both sides. Like it's just, a handful of like super elites. He's like, and you'll never beat them and they're going to get their way and they're going to win because they own everything and they own the governments and like they own all the politicians are in their pockets and like, long term maybe you can beat them, but like in the short term you can't. So like I'm just going to try to enjoy all the time that I have with my kids. And like that's a terrifying thing, dude.
Dude, you know what's crazy? I've not even 2 days ago had this thought where I think it was just like one of my shower thoughts. And I was sitting here thinking about this exact thing and I was like, bro, you know how like not easy, but like very like acceptable like this idea could be. Like it's not far off from like being true. But like you said how like one company could literally be like, all right, or not even company, just group of like super
That's
elite
what it
people.
is, dude. It literally is that they own
Yeah,
everything.
dude, and like it would be so easy for them to just be like, all right, we're gonna own Fox News, and we're gonna spew this type of information from this side, and get the people that agree with this information, and then we're gonna own CNN, and we're gonna spew this type of information, and get the people like to follow what they're saying, and then that's gonna cause like the country to butt heads or whatever, and there's just gonna be one giant distraction while we do what we want to do. Like we can fuck
Yeah.
off
Well,
while
yeah,
everybody
dude.
else is distracted.
Dude, all the news is a distraction. It's just like, hey, look at this. We're doing all this fucking shady shit behind your back. It's all going down, and we know about it, but we're not going to tell you about it. But check this out. It doesn't matter, but here's something else to worry
Here's
about.
something to worry about. Dude, and that's the thing, like I don't get like how are there people out there that just like can't comprehend that? Like how do you just blindly follow like one
Right.
news and be like
Dude,
whatever they say goes, that's what I'm going to believe in. I'm right, you're wrong. Like how
yeah.
are you so
And
blind
like
to this?
it's just crazy because I was talking to this kid when we were golfing the other day. He was like, "I'm not like a conspiracy theorist, but I believe in conspiracies, right?" And I was like, "Exactly." He was like, "The government's not batting 1,000." I'm like, "Bingo!" And it's somebody has a skit about it, um, and it's like, what you don't believe in any, you don't believe in any conspiracy theory. You think the government's batting 1,000. It's like when
Right.
some comedian
Come
has a
on.
whole skit about that, and it's like, dude, exactly. Like they're not, and they're lying, and now like shit's coming out about them possibly being the ones that fucking assassinated JFK, right? Like,
Oh, dude, that I mean out of any conspiracy, like have you we literally covered this
right.
in 8th grade, bro. Like the whole
So
magic bullet theory and all that, like there's no shot
if
that
the
they didn't.
US government is gonna kill the fucking president, what aren't they willing to do? And like everything's just gotten more corrupt because there were like so many kind of like new unregulated markets, and then they weren't, there weren't any regulations there, so they're like, all right, no rules, fuck it, we can be corrupt. And then by the time there were rules, it was too late because everybody was already fucking corrupt. They had their hand in everybody else's pocket. They're doing backdoor deals. They can blackmail them, ruin their careers, blah blah blah. You know what I mean? And everybody
Right.
just wanted to keep taking the money and didn't want to do the thing that was right for the world. And then it grows
Dude,
out of control.
it's crazy too because like I don't see a way like of fixing it. Like obviously I'm not like superhuman fucking giant brain person to figure everything out, but like dude, I think about this stuff a lot and there's not really like a solution that I can like think of where it's like I see this working out.
No, because there's too many greedy people that will do what the money tells them to do, right? That's the thing. Every single person would have to be you know, a person of integrity who's going to always do the right thing for humanity. But they're
Right.
not. There's too many people that are going to do what somebody will pay them to do, or is
Right.
what somebody will pay them to say, right? I'm like, yeah, I don't give a fuck. I'll do whatever you do, and I'll do whatever you tell me to do, and I'll say whatever you tell me to say. And if you, as long as you keep this money coming, I don't care. And there aren't enough people that are gonna like stand up to that. And here's the thing: if you are someone that's gonna stand up to that, they're just gonna fire you.
Or kill you.
Yeah, fire you or
Like
kill you, and that's why like think about all like the crypto billionaires that just died. Like a lot of them in like these freak accidents. It's fucking bullshit, dude. They didn't
yeah.
all of these fucking multiple billionaires didn't all die in such a like close time span, all in like crazy freak ways. Bullshit. They were killed by the fucking people who were like, whoa, whoa, whoa. These motherfuckers are getting a little bit too rich too fast, and we can't have all that.
Yeah.
And it's like it's crazy, dude. But they let
Well,
millionaires are like, we don't give a fuck, dude. What's a million?
yeah. Yeah, dude. But Kanye West, what are you gonna do? Like, you've got a few hundred million. That's not even close to what we have. Like, go ahead, run for president, dude. Yeah, whatever you say. Like, even like the whole. That's what gets me pissed off like the most is like the American political system. How it's like, oh, vote for your
It's
party.
just a
Like,
show,
dude,
dude.
your vote doesn't matter. Like, that's why I don't vote in the presidential elections because your vote literally doesn't matter. They've already decided who's gonna be president, bro.
Yeah,
There's nothing you can do about it.
yeah, and like it just sucks to see.
It does suck to see, dude. And like there are obviously like there are politicians that I've seen where I'm like, oh yeah, I kind of like what this guy has to say, but like one, it's already been decided who's gonna win, and two, they're just gonna be a puppet for the elites. Like they're not gonna have any
Yeah,
say in like any serious regulation or do what they want to do. Like
yeah. Once you get sworn in, they're like, okay, yeah. Remember all that shit you said you were gonna do? Well, you actually can't do it because here's what's actually going on. So yeah, now work with that information.
right, yeah, dude, it's terrifying
The
to think
future is
about.
glum.
Future is very glum, and you know who nailed it? The Fairly Odd Parents.
I like the Fairly Odd Parents.
You remember that episode where they go to like the future like fairy world or whatever and everything's just like gray and boring and bland?
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
literally what everything's turning into. Remember when like Taco Bell and McDonald's and all this like these companies used to be fun and like bright and like have their own like certain like nothing's like that anymore, dude. Everything's
no,
just
now
going
they're all
to
the
like the
same
modern
colors.
boring fucking look.
Yeah, I
You're
see a
not
fast
living
food place
Moss
that's not
Taco Bell.
red. I see a fucking fast food place that's got red and yellow in it, and I'm like, okay. But if they don't have red and yellow, I'm like, all right, let's see, let's see what we got here.
Yeah. Oh man. I wish we could go back to like the 90s and just like live in the night. I want to experience from
Dude,
like
I want to
I want to
experience
experience
all the
life from like
lives.
85. Dude, yeah.
I've said this a million times. I need more lives because I need to be able to experience more things.
Yeah, and I don't want to just experience like I want to know what it was like to live from like 75 to like 95 as like a person with an actual
Yeah,
conscious like well, all right, I was born in 96. The first like 5 years of my life don't count cuz I don't remember any of that
right.
shit. So really we're just like early 2000s babies, but like even then like I want to know what it was like what culture was like in the early 90s and like late 80s. I feel like
Yeah.
late 80s to early
I want to
90s
know
would have
all
been
the
my
years.
favorite. Every single year. Dude, take me back to 1242. I want to
Yeah,
be a
dude. Take me back to the potato famine in Ireland.
I want to be a medieval knight
Yeah, let me be a medieval knight.
on some Game of Thrones shit.
Let
I
me
want to
do all
fly a
the
dragon.
lives. Let me be a caveman.
And then also take me to the year like 4200. See what the future's like.
Yeah, take me to the
If there
future.
even is one.
Could you imagine?
It's crazy to think how old the planet is, like, and then think about like how long humans have been alive and creating shit on this planet.
And how quickly we fucked it up.
But dude, like, think about it as long, like, for as long as we fucked it up, or how quickly we fucked it up. Like 100,000 years from now, like, we're not gonna even be here. Like,
We're not gonna be here. Nothing's gonna be here, and then
nothing, none of
this
this is
place is
gonna
gonna
be here.
flourish.
Yeah, it's all just a
Everything's gonna
cycle,
become
dude.
overgrown again. Like basically The Last of Us, but no zombies or people.
Or people, or maybe even life. Like, there might not even be life on this planet in a hundred
I
thousand
think
years.
I think life will come back.
Yeah, I think it will too. But like, we're gonna go through an ice age where everything dies for
Yeah,
however long that is, a million fucking years,
it's gonna be
and then
nasty.
yeah, there's be
Once
some woolly
cause
mammoths
once
walking around.
the world gets too warm and it kills all the people and all the animals now, there's just gonna be carcasses all over the place. And then what? You
Then
wait
they're
like
gonna burn up, and then
you
there's
gotta wait like a few thousand years or something, and then the planet will naturally go back to like its regular temperatures, and then
unless we get swallowed up by like a black hole or the sun explodes or something.
that's true. But I mean, I'm not gonna predict that.
Nah, I'm gonna be
Dead.
either one. Yeah, well, I'm for sure gonna be dead, but like my consciousness might be floating around somewhere. Who knows what happens to you?
Yo, so I was talking to my sister, and she's telling me my mom, my sister, my aunt, my cousin, my grandma. I think they all go to the same like medium lady, right?
Hmm.
So my sister was telling me the story about my cousin when she was there. She was talking to our grandfather, and apparently the lady was like, "Yeah, your grandfather said he helped you get Taylor Swift tickets, and like he's gonna send you a sign at the concert, and it's gonna have to do with like one of like two or three things." And one of the things she said was a babbling brook. And then so when she was at the concert in Florida, Taylor Swift was like, like when I wrote this album, Folklore, like I just like pictured myself like out in the woods, like sitting over like a babbling brook, like on a log or something. And Alyssa was like, dude, no way. Like that's so specific with this babbling brook thing. Like that's so specific. Like that's crazy. Um and then Cassandra, there were a couple other things that she told me, but that one I was like, I really was like, damn, that's pretty impressive. Like I feel like a lot of the things that they say could be bullshit, but that one feels pretty good. Um so I was like, so all right, Cassandra, next time you go to your medium, you gotta ask Grandpa what happens when you die. If he's talking to us through this lady, what happened? Like what? Like what's the deal now? And she's like, nah, he's not gonna tell us. And I'm like, bullshit, bro. You gotta tell
He
him to tell
definitely
us.
would. Yeah, we know Grandpa. He would tell us if we were,
Right,
if he was able to.
right. And she's like, no, I can't do that. Like, what? We're using these mediums the wrong way.
That's not how it works. That's not how any of this works.
Yeah, like we're just using it for closure, not to learn anything. I need to learn things about where I
I
go.
would be using it to learn. Do you think like what happens to you when you die is like the ultimate human being question? Do you think it's like what happens to you when you die, or do you think it's what else is out there?
Or what's the meaning of life?
Yeah.
It's one of those three. I don't think it's what else is out there. I think that's
I
only it
I
if
feel like I think about that more than the other two.
that's different. You're in the space and stuff like that, so it's different.
I'm just a curious little asshole.
You are. And I mean I'm with you, dude. I think about what like the other shit that's out there all the time. Apparently, somebody, a government official recently said that like we might soon be
I saw
like
that,
at
like
war with
having to
another
worry
planet.
about outside planet like
Threats.
threats. Yeah, they know some shit that
Or
they're
they're
not
just
telling
fucking
us.
with us.
Could you imagine, like, yo, let's tell them that we're gonna get like invaded by aliens soon. See what happens.
Yeah, or it's just another distraction.
The elites are like sitting around like a fire one night, just like smoking weed. Like, yo, how should we fuck with them now? This is our game of Sims. What should we do next?
Dead ass, dude. Fucked up,
Uh,
dog.
really is. What if human beings are just like an aliens game of Sims?
Yeah, I guess it could be.
Like in like what's that game in Rick and Morty where he puts the helmet on
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
and
I don't know.
what's that Rick puts it on and he's like smiling with his eyes closed typing. He's like, he's off the fucking grid. He just lost his social security number. Oh, Roy. He took Roy off the grid.
Roy, yeah, yeah.
Oh man. Yeah, I don't know. I think mine, like for me, would definitely be if I had to rank the three questions, it would be one, what else is out there? Two, what is the meaning of life? And then three would be what happens to you when you die. Because I feel like I'm interested to know what happens to you when you die, but I don't want to be disappointed by it. You know what I mean? Like if I had the chance to learn what that was and it wasn't like what I wanted to hear, I'd be like, oh fuck. Now I'm terrified. I feel
Yeah.
like that's the one I'm okay with the most of not knowing.
Yeah.
But
What if
like
it's
if I
bad?
yeah, what if it's just like, hey, do you remember before you were born?
Like
No. Okay, that's what
that
it
one
is.
episode of Rick and Morty where they're like the alien comes, he's like, "Yo, Rick, I need you to kill me because like you're worthy." Blah blah blah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And then Morty's like, "Well, how do you know it's good?" And he's like, "What?" He's like, "Yeah, like how do you know? Like, is there any proof?" And then they're like, "Huh." And
And
then
then
it's
he
like a
freaks out
terrible,
and runs
painful
out.
death.
Freaks out, runs out of the restaurant, gets hit by a car, gets like a since it wasn't a worthy death, like he gets pulled down to the depths of hell, and Morty's like, "That's so much proof. How did you not know?"
uh,
Yeah.
yeah. Um,
And then if you knew
I
the
think
meaning of life, you could work like you could base your life around like whatever the answer to that question is. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think that for me is number one. Like why am I here? Like what's the point of it all and like what am I
But
supposed to be
also,
doing?
what if the answer to that is there is no meaning? Like it just happened.
That's probably what it is, right?
Yeah, but like it probably is, but also like who knows? Like it literally could be anything. Like it's not like we can rule anything out. That's the problem.
Yeah. And it probably changes over time, right? Like when you're in a
Right.
small village back in the day, like back in like, the year 200 when like you're having kids all the time and like, you're trying to just survive. Like that's your meaning of life is to like progress the civilization, like progress the village. You know what I mean?
Right.
But now the village is so progressed, it's a fucking global village and like what should we be doing now?
Maybe like our next giant step is to just like start like colonizing other planets and growing the human race as big as we can.
Maybe that's always been the meaning is to grow the human race as one.
So, have you ever heard of the theory of the great filter?
No,
It's
maybe.
so Elon Musk has talked about this like a bunch of times on some podcasts, and it's pretty much like humans before have gotten to the point of technological advancement that we're at now, but you can only get so far before like the filter, like you can't get past the filter. Like you can say like an ancient civilization was as smart as us, advanced as us, and everything. They started to travel to other planets to colonize planets, but there was something in the way of preventing that. So it's like in a video game, you like if you reach the end of the map in ATV MX versus ATV, remember that where you'd get over the
Yeah,
mountains, reach
yeah.
the end of the map, and it would shoot you back. The
Yeah,
Great Filter.
yeah.
Like that's the best. That's the best example I can use. But it's pretty much that. Like we just haven't figured out a way to get past the Great Filter yet. Or like what's that movie um with Jim Carrey
The
where he
mask.
no, not The Mask. Good
Oh,
movie though. The one where he's like his whole life is filmed as like a reality TV show, and in
yeah, the
the end,
Truman Show.
the Truman Show. It's like that. Like he finally gets past the Great Filter and finds out like he gets to the end of the sky and he's like opens the door and walks through and it's a whole like fucking production TV set and he's like, what the fuck? It's like that. Like that's what the Great Filter is. Whether it be space like just being giant like so like space is so enormous like it's almost
So what
impossible
does
to
this have
travel
to do
to.
with what we were talking about?
Advancing like the human race is like
Mm.
our the
So
meaning of
so
life.
now we got to get past the great
Like
filter.
getting past the Great Filter is like step one of that.
Yeah, I think we're going to have to find a way to travel at the speed of light and probably live somewhere else.
Yeah, and you know what's like low key terrifying to think about? I think
I
it's
don't
just
even know how
not.
to fucking drive a spaceship.
Well, I don't think it's ever going to be humans. That's what's scary. I think like the next part of our evolution is going to be like this AI like consciousness like 1,000 years from now, dude. We're not going to need like our fucking meaty ass bodies. Like we're just going to like somehow be able to upload our consciousness into a giant robot and like
These meaty ass bodies.
yeah, we're not gonna need like legs and shit. We're just gonna have like these super advanced like robotics or like AI fucking software bullshit. We just upload our consciousness and one, we don't ever have to fucking worry about dying. We can just turn ourselves off and on.
So are we like little orbs?
That's the thing. Who knows?
Like time?
Or maybe have you ever seen you probably haven't, but Avengers Age of Ultron?
No.
So Tony Stark has this AI that he like is around his house and around him all the time, and he can ask it questions, and it just like is in all of the technology around him, and
Yeah.
it's just like this like internet like floating like the cloud, like the cloud where you
Yeah,
store
yeah.
stuff. It's like that, but it just like floats around, but you obviously don't see it. I think that's what
Well,
it's gonna be. Like Ultron in the movie is like the evil version of his AI, and like he can transfer into like a robot or like my computer or like my phone or my fucking microphone or anything like that. I think that's like kind of where the advances of like humans could be. Like maybe like humans are just that in 1,000 years. Who knows?
I don't know. I sure as shit don't know. Maybe we
Yeah,
could just be little
definitely.
floating orbs
I
that are or
That
like
would be
little
dope, like the fart
pods.
cloud from Rick and Morty.
Yeah. Or like time that you don't fuck with time, motherfuckers.
Yeah.
They're like little clouds, right? Time?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean maybe it could be like that, right? I
Um,
don't know.
I just like making theories about it to think about.
Sometimes it's scary to think about because then you're like, man, I'm never gonna see that far. I'm gonna be dead.
Yeah, but also that kind of like makes me at peace with it because then I'm like, thank God I don't have to worry about that
Yeah,
shit.
yeah, that's true. I don't know though. It's probably closer than we think.
Because think about it, dude. Not every single human being is going to get the opportunity to like upload their consciousness. You know, it's just going to be the people that can afford it, and it's going to be the elites of the elite. We're like, oh, we can live forever. Let's upload our consciousnesses. Pay this guy $7 billion for the software to do that. Blah blah blah.
I
You
saw
think?
that this
Go ahead.
I saw that this dude was like, I'm like, he's like 30 something or 40 something, but he's like, I think he's like 43. He's like, I'm trying to have the body of an 18-year-old, like the skin and the lungs and the heart and the brain and all that. So he's doing all this crazy shit. And like only one thing is like the of an 18-year-old. I think it might be his skin or maybe like something else, like an organ. But like all of his other stuff is like 20s and 30s. But it's like okay, you're doing so much work to try to be like a young person, but I'm sure it's killing you on the back end.
Yeah, there's no way that's like one natural, two like
Definitely not
healthy.
natural. Yeah. Ridiculous.
Dude, just why? I don't understand why people can't
Just
just like
die.
be okay with living a regular human life.
Yeah. He
Why? I
doesn't
don't
look
understand why that's so
healthy.
hard. I think a lot of people struggle with the whole like they're one like either afraid of dying or like they don't they're like struggle with not knowing what happens to you after you die. Like I
Yeah,
think
probably.
a lot of because dude, like most
See,
major
here's the thing.
religions are based around that, like that single fact. Like it's just a level of comfort. It
Yeah.
gives you a level of comfort to think about what's going to happen to you when you die.
I'm banking most of my eggs in the nothing happens. Like that's it. You're just done. It's nothing, right? But I mean, obviously I'm open to what could happen. So, best case scenario, I'm surprised that something happens. Or worst case scenario because maybe I end up in hell and it's fucking horrendous.
Yeah, I mean, worst case scenario would definitely be hell, but also like, dude, my whole thing with religion is like nobody fucking knows.
No.
Like nobody has
Okay,
any
but
idea.
also like bad case scenario, what if you are like reincarnated as like I don't know, some kind of animal.
Doesn't
But
sound
you're
that bad. I would love to be Kyla. Are you kidding me?
but okay, but what if you're like a wild animal and you're not necessarily a predator and you're just fucking running for your life and then getting mauled to death?
Then I get mauled to death and get reincarnated as something else.
Hell yeah, then you're next time you're the cheetah.
Look who's back, bitch. Who's that motherfucker that just mauled me 3 hours ago? I don't think reincarnation happens that fast. I think you gotta be
Yeah.
born and do all this shit.
What if you're just like a spirit and you can just take over like non-human life forms? Or
Yo,
you
I'm
could
a
like
chill.
just like you could like shape shift into like
Yo,
different
I'm
things.
fucking beat. I'm gonna chill as this oak tree for the next 3 days.
I'm just gonna hang out here in the wind. This is
You
nice.
pick one oak tree and then a hurricane hits. You're like, of course, dude. I think I'm banking on. I think not even that I'm banking on this because, like I said, I don't really fucking know, and I'm like kind of just going with whatever happens. Like I'm living my life to be the best person that I can possibly be, and then when I die, like if I'm getting judged for it, like I know that I did my best, right?
Yeah.
But I think reincarnation is probably like the most likely thing if there is anything that does happen. Like I think the point of like somebody dying, living and then dying is to live a life, get the experiences from that life, you die, and then you're born as someone else to experience what it's like to live as that other person and gain those other experiences. So like I live my life as Johnny, right? And then I die and then I'm reincarnated as somebody like a slave in the 1400s or something like that.
Probably gonna have to be the future, bud.
But how do you know that? You know what I mean? Like, you don't know. Like, what if the whole point of living every life is to live every life that has ever been lived so that you know everything about living life?
Because I think that the point would be, to me, I think the point would be you get reincarnated and now you live another life as somebody else. Like you get like reincarnated as a baby, like a new one, right? Your spirit goes into like a newborn baby kind of. And
Right.
then so but not a fucking not from back in the day from current, right? But you have your old experiences, you pick up new ones in this life, and then you start to evolve, and over time you get like this holistic view of the world, and that's how you like make world peace happen. If everybody lived the lives of like all the people that are suffering and all the people that are rich, but like most importantly all the people that are suffering, they would always want to help the people that are suffering, and they would want to live as one, and they would see everybody as brothers and sisters, you know what I mean? So that's like maybe that's the end, right? We live enough lives where we've had enough experiences that like that's everyone's like view on life.
Yeah. I mean, that's pretty much that's pretty much the whole like gist of like the overall theory. But my thing with that, dude, is
What was I
like
before? I don't fucking remember jack shit.
yeah, but you don't remember it until you die. Like, what if you die right now and you remember, you're like, oh shit, like, okay, I've lived 7,000 other lives already. Like, I just like add Kenny's life to my experience
Maybe I
list. You
just
know what I
got to
mean?
do drugs.
Just do like a bunch of acid and like hallucinogens, and that's how you
Yeah,
remember,
maybe a little
dude.
ayahuasca.
So my whole thing with this theory, like, I think you could go back and live lives that were in the past because like time outside of Earth is not real. Like, time on different planets is different. Like, time isn't a real
Yeah,
thing. Like, it's literally just a social construct that humans made up so that they
for
could be productive
organization.
with their lives. Yeah, to be organized, right? So, like, who's to say, you die and then you go back like 200 years, live another life? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't have to be on planet Earth. What if it's on this other fucking. I think the whole thing is like everybody is one, right? So, like, you live, like, me living my life is the same, like, being as you living your life. And it's like we're getting all these experiences, but like, when we die, we're all going to be remembered as like one entity. I don't know. It's like hard to think about kind of as in that sense, but it also kind of makes sense.
Or it could be a simulation. Did you
That's
see
the
the
other
video of
thing,
the
dude.
girl that cut lemons? That cut a lemon?
No.
There's a video of this girl was at work and she was like, "Dude, I could have swore I fucking cut this lemon." So you see the video and she's like narrating over it. She's like, "So look, you can literally see me like cut this lemon in half, right? Put half away and then cut the other half again." So then I went to go like grab something and I come back and I went to go put it in and it wasn't cut. And she's bugging, dude. She's like looking around. She's like, "What the fuck?" She's like, "This is this is the lemon that I just cut. Like, what the fuck is good, dude? Like, why is this one whole piece?" And then she had to cut it again. And she's like, "This is the craziest thing that's ever happened to me. Like, I swear, like I cut this thing, blah blah blah." She's like,
Dude,
"It's a simulation."
that happened to Jake and I when they were here. I think I told you that story of how we went to the bar while Maggie and Riley were sitting out like at the table with the dogs, and we asked the bartender for a coffee stout for Rye, and he came up like, dropped like a can of beer in front of us, and Jake asked him for a cup to go with the beer, dropped a like cup in front of us, and then Jake and I like looked at each other and like had like a 5 second conversation. Like, we just like, I forget what it was about, but we said something to each other. We looked back and the cup was gone, bro. And Jake looked at me, and I mean, to be fair, we were both pretty drunk at this point because it was like 1 a.m. But he was like, I could have sworn he just dropped like a empty cup in front of us, and I was like, yeah, me too. Like, someone definitely didn't snag it because we're standing over top of it. Like, there's no way anybody
Right.
else could have taken it. And we looked away for not even 5 seconds, and then so we had to stand there for another like 5 minutes and wait for him to get his attention again and ask for a cup. And I was like, I felt weird asking again because like, Jake and I both know that he just dropped an empty cup in front of us, but it's gone.
Yeah.
Glitch in the simulation, dude.
Glitch in a simulation, but maybe not. Maybe it's a good thing.
What do you mean?
When like sometimes when things go bad, there's always like the theory of like it saves you from something, right? Like or like it something else doesn't happen and that's a good thing, right? Like whoever was, woke up late on 9/11, you know what I mean? Like probably for the best, or like somebody who like missed their train or some shit like that, right? And there are stories of people like that. Um so it's like, maybe that was like for a reason. Like that's always
Yeah.
how it works.
Yeah, I have seen like a few stories of like the people like for 9/11, how There's this one where this guy, he like gets a morning donut every morning at this certain time or whatever, and he was just running late for work today and decided not to get his donut, and like the plane ended up going right through the office where like he would have been getting his donut at that exact same time or something like that. But also,
Jeez.
there's this theory where, like when simulation glitches happen like that, it's like I forget where I saw this, but I read this one story of this kid. He was like remembering something that happened to him where he was like crossing the road and like got something, like he got hit by a car or like something happened to him like that, and then like he woke up and was like fine and like it never happened, like nobody could like account for that happening or something like that. And there's this whole theory about how like when something like that happens to you where you were like supposed to die or like something like, or something that happens to you that wasn't supposed to happen, you get like your consciousness is like transported to like, I don't know, transported, that's just like the best way I could explain it. Like you wake up as like you but in like another reality of you. You know what I mean? Where like
Right.
everything else is the same except for like that one moment didn't happen. Or it's like that's why some people will remember like brands a certain way. Like, oh, like I could have sworn like the Taco Bell brand or logo always had like this certain color or like was always
Right.
spelled
Right.
this certain way. It's like I even have moments like that where I'm like, dude, I could have sworn like something was a certain way for the longest time and it just has never been that way. And that's
Memories from
like,
my last fucking dimension.
yeah, that's literally like what the theory is.
I don't know, dude.
Some
It could
deep
be a
shit though.
simulation.
I think that's that and reincarnation. I think are the top two for me. Like most likely.
Yeah, I think you're probably right. But I want to know who's pulling the strings if it's a simulation, you know?
That's what I'm saying. It's just an aliens game of Sims, dude. That's what
It
Sims
could
is. That's what
be.
it stands for. Sims simulation.
Hmm.
That's literally like our god. It's like
You
guy
want to
doing
talk
the
about like
simulation.
some more lighthearted things?
Yeah, we've had some very deep conversations.
Now we got about an hour left. Maybe we can just, be a little more cheerful.
Yeah, you want to talk about some sports?
Man City beat Arsenal today 4-1.
Four
That's
one within two
huge.
points. 2 points now,
That's
dude.
huge. 2 points back, 2 games in hand.
Wow. So
Yeah.
they're basically in the lead right now. They got 2 games in hand.
Well, they're not in the lead. They're 2 points back, but
Yeah, but they have 2 games in hand, so it's like they have more chances to, and they're probably going to win those 2 games.
yeah, that's true. I want to see like who they have left on their schedule. Uh, let's see. What's this? May? Yeah, May 2nd. All right. So they got Chelsea, Newcastle, Brighton, Nottingham Forest, and Wolverhampton. Honestly, dude, Chelsea, Newcastle, and Brighton are all good teams this year. Well, Chelsea's okay.
Chelsea's not great.
But Newcastle is solid, and Brighton's been solid this year. Nottingham Forest and Wolverhampton are both buns, but
Dude, between
um,
that and having the Real and City clash in the Champions League, it's going to be an exciting end to the year.
yeah, usually goes that way. I feel like.
Yeah, this is always like the best. Like March into April is always like the best time for soccer fans, European soccer fans, that is.
So this is what City have left on their schedule right now. For Premier League, it's Fulham, West Ham, Leeds, Everton, Chelsea, Brighton, Brentford. So like nothing amazing. Should be wins the rest of the way. Got to be in top
I was
form.
gonna say if they win out, Arsenal, if they win out, they're gonna win the league.
Yeah, and they can, but they probably won't. They'll drop points somewhere. Probably as a draw, like a 1-1 draw or 0-0.
Yeah,
Um, and then 2 matches against Real Madrid, and then FA Cup final against Man U, June 3rd.
Ooh, that's gonna be fun.
Yeah, Man U won in PKs 4-3.
Dude, City low key still like in position to win a treble.
Yeah, that's the
That's
goal.
crazy.
But honestly, I care most about the Champions League.
Yeah,
Obviously, like we've never won that one,
right.
so I'd
That's
like
more
to win that
exciting.
one. It'd be cool if we could just get the. I mean, yeah, the treble's what you want, right? Like because you want to win Premier League, but then it's like, all right, well, if we already won two, we might as well beat Man U in the last game of the season
Win
in
three.
June.
Yeah, yeah. Dude, that would be obviously I don't want this to happen because I don't want Real to lose in the Champions League, but like if City do go through and like they win the Champions League and the Premier League, like FA Cup would just be like the cherry on top to a great season. Like
Yeah,
probably their best season ever, obviously.
100% their best season ever.
Which is
They've. I
wild
don't
to
think
think
they've
about
ever won a
because I feel
treble
like
before. I don't even know if they won a Champions League before. I doubt it.
no, I don't think they have, but like it's crazy to think about that because they've been I feel like the media and just like the hype around them this year has been pretty quiet
Yeah,
compared to
I
like
agree.
most seasons.
I agree. The hype around Holland has been big, but outside of that,
Pretty
not much. I
quiet.
feel like Arsenal and Man U have gotten a lot of attention this year.
Arsenal
Which like rightfully
deservedly
so,
slow.
dude.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, like Arsenal like their jump from what they've been for the last 5 to 10 years to what they are this year is like a huge jump, right? Like
right.
they're like a pretty steady like somewhere between 3 and 6 for the
Yeah.
last 10 years and now they're top of the table, been there all year. So,
And I feel like everyone was kind of waiting for them to stutter and
and they
fall, but
haven't.
they
They
haven't.
haven't.
They've just been super steady. I mean, I
Yeah,
feel like right now is like the weakest that they've been all year, to be
I
honest.
agree. Good time for them to be weak.
Yeah, I really want to see them win the league. That would be just like such a fun story. Um,
Not as fun as Leicester, but
yeah, no shot. Speaking of small clubs, did you see Wrexham got promoted?
promoted?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that
So
was dope.
what are they in? The second tier or are they in third tier now?
I want to say third.
They went from 4 to 3.
I believe so. Not sure though. Let me see. Wrexham promotion. Uh, there will be the English Premier League, isn't that? Wait, the three further promotions. Yeah, so they need three more promotions to be in the Premier League.
So they're in the fourth league right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
After 15 years in the National League, Wrexham were promoted back to the EFL on Saturday.
Yeah, the English Football League, right?
Yep. Um, and then did you see Ryan Reynolds and Rob McElhenney are trying to get
McElhenney? Yeah.
Matt, yeah, trying to get Gareth Bale out of retirement
I
through
saw
with a
that.
round of golf.
I saw that.
Yeah. I think that'd be fun for him because isn't Wrexham in Wales?
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure Wrexham is a Wales club. Let me see. Wrexham location. Yeah, it's a city in Wales.
Welsh. Yeah.
That would be fun. He'd ball the fuck out too.
Yeah, he would. Speaking of Gareth Bale, the Union are playing LAFC today in a Champions League game, leg 1 of the semifinals.
Ooh, they're playing like tonight, or they already played.
They're playing tonight, 9 o'clock.
Oh damn,
Yeah, the Champions League games are always real late like that.
I kind of fuck with that though. Kind
I
of gives
might
you
watch
something to
some of
like
it.
fall
Not
asleep
working
to.
tomorrow, so I might.
Ooh, what are you gonna do tomorrow? Golf?
Phil's game.
Ooh, oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Who are they
Game's
playing?
at 1. The Mariners are having a series with the Mariners right now. I wonder what that
Robbie
score is.
Ray. Did you see Robbie Ray? The Mariners out for the season.
Yeah, I did see that.
The big
Phil's
pitcher
down
that they
5
just
2
signed.
already.
How are they? How are they holding up?
They are 11 and 13.
That's not great.
No, they lost last night too. But last
Well,
night I took the Mariners first 5. Bang, cash money.
cleaned house.
I should have took it tonight apparently too.
Mariners are a good little squad, dude. They got a good
Not
young
really, dude.
core.
They're 11 and 12. So,
Well, yeah, I mean, dude, you can't like pretty much the only teams you can exclude right now from being a good baseball team are like the Nationals, the Royals, and the fucking Oakland Athletics. Like
Yeah.
everyone else is still in play to be. They could still have a
The
deal. They'll still
Pirates.
win.
How
The
about the
Pirates, dude.
Pirates?
What the fuck? Dude. Did you just see the contract they signed Brian Reynolds to? It's
Mhm.
like 8 years, 108 million, bro. He got fleeced. The Pirates fleeced that man.
Yeah, apparently last year he wanted an extension and like they weren't going to give it to him and now he's like I guess they agreed now. I don't know.
Well, dude, they offered him like I think it was like I want to say 6 years, like 60 million or 55 million. It was like right under like 9.5 to 10 a year. And he turned it down. And I was like, yeah, as you should, dude. I literally tweeted about it like when he got that offer in the offseason. I was like, dude, you could be making like $25 million a year. Like, go get your bag. Like, come over to the Yanks. We'll pay it. Fuck it. And then he fucking takes this 8 year, $106 million. I'm like, bro, what the fuck? Like, you're worth so much more money than that. Like,
That's
everybody
not
around
even
the league.
15 a year.
I know, dude. It's like 12, 12 and a half or something like that, dude.
Yeah,
I'm
probably
like,
about 12
bro,
and a half.
dude, you could be. It's just, I don't know if he just wanted the security. Like, he's like, hey, I could take this now. Like, if I get hurt, I'm still good. Or like, but dude,
Yeah, that's
he's
true.
he's a top 10 outfielder in baseball, bro, and he's getting $12 million a year for the next 8 years. What? Good for the Pirates. Hey, I mean,
Yeah. I mean, good for them because they'll get him cheap, right? And then hopefully they can keep some of their other like studs cheap, and then hopefully they can bring in some free agents that they're gonna have to pay.
I'm sure they got like a pretty decent farm system too, so they should have some guys on rookie
Yeah,
deals that they
yeah,
can run out there for a few years on some cheap deals.
yeah. The
Yeah,
Pirates are
I don't
fun.
know. I don't know. I don't know if I'm totally sold or like yet on them being like a good team. Like they might just have like a hot start and fall off like
Yeah, I
in a
agree.
month, but like it's a good start for them. Like nobody expected it out of them, so good for them.
Yeah, good for them. Um, the totally terrible segue. Um, so the Lakers beat the Grizzlies,
And
right?
like they took the series.
I think they're about to.
Or they're up 3-1 the last
I
I
think they're up
checked,
three
right?
one, right?
They play tonight.
I don't know. Let's see. Maybe tonight. They're playing right now. They're tied 4-4.
Game just started 2 minutes ago.
Not even minute and 27 seconds in.
Oh man.
But yeah, they're up
Are
three to
they in
one.
LA or Memphis?
It's in Memphis.
That's probably why. I was gonna say if it's in LA, they're starting fucking early.
Yeah. Um. So if they win, do you think that the refs are gonna try to get the Golden State Warriors into the next round to try to line up a Steph and LeBron?
Um, I mean, wouldn't surprise me by any means, but like, aren't the Warriors down like 3-2 or 3-1?
I think it's 2-2. I'm trying to find the current year bracket. Oh, here we are. NBA playoffs bracket. Um, yeah, it's 2-2 in that series. Sacramento Golden State 2-2. And the winner gets the winner of the Memphis and LA series,
Yeah,
which is 3-1.
I wouldn't be surprised if it's things start to fall Golden State's way, dude.
Yep.
That's all about
Yep.
ratings.
Yep. Sacramento's going to get fucked by the refs again just like they did back in I think it was 0-1 against the Lakers.
Yeah, the big market teams, dude. I feel like in NBA they get the most like
They get
love.
such favorable
Yeah.
calls and it's
Yep.
obvious. And it
Yeah,
sucks.
it
That's why I like to see
sucks,
the
dude.
small teams, dude. I was talking to Dion today about it, and I was like, dude, he was like, I like Sacramento, like I want to see him do good. I was like, me too, bro. It's like the underdog story, Sacramento, bro. Like they kind of like they've been like getting good pieces for the past few years, but kind of like still haven't even been like sniffing the playoffs. And then
Right.
are amazing this year, dude. They're the 3 seed. That's great. You know what I mean? And it would be great to see them go far. I'd love that. But
How
I
about
think
the
the NBA has better
Knickerbockers
plans.
though?
How about them, dude? You think they're
Dude,
gonna think they're gonna move on? Gonna get
they're
the
up.
Heat in the next round.
Yeah, dude, give me the Heat. I want the Heat.
You
I
rather,
think that would be an electric fucking matchup. I'm not
I
saying
think it would
like
be
the Knicks are
too.
gonna beat them, but I think it's gonna make for a fun series either way. Jimmy buckets against everybody on the Heat, pretty much, dude. Like
Yeah, that's
that's
pretty
that
much
would
what
be
it is.
yeah, yeah, dude.
He's been
Then
so good, Jimmy has, dude. I love Jimmy.
yeah, dude, playoff Jimmy's just a different animal.
And he's like, nah, dude, that's not a thing, blah, blah, blah. Like, you turn it up a
For
notch in the
sure is,
playoffs,
dude.
dog.
Yeah. The Knicks are actually up 45-33 right now, so that's a lovely sight.
Yeah, and they're up 3-1 in the series.
Yep, put them away, dude. Let's first playoff series win since like I don't even know how long, like 2012 or something like that, dude. Might even be longer than that. Let me see.
Well, the Sixers, they swept the Nets.
Yeah, I
It's
watched a little bit
funny.
of that series.
It's funny because there's like tweets back in the day of Ben Simmons being like, I hated watching my team get swept, like never gonna let that happen again. But now he's on the Nets getting swept by the Sixers. uh so they'll get the winner of Boston Atlanta. Boston's up 3 games to 2. I think they're gonna close it out.
Yeah,
Um
that
but
Sixers Boston series is gonna be nuts.
I know JoJo's not healthy. He sprained his right knee, so he'll probably be wearing a brace. He's probably not gonna be 100% um when it starts, when that series starts. But I don't know. In game 5 of Boston Hawks last night, or was it the night before? I think it was last night. Um Trey Young, dude, they were giving him overrated chance at TD Garden, and he hit a three from like 4 feet behind the line to put them up 119 to 117. They were down one. He hits a three, put them up by two, and with like a second and change left, and they won.
Damn.
Yeah,
I mean, hey, dude, as a Knicks fan, like I know that pain of talking shit to that man and then
yeah,
like eating your
dude.
words.
That's the thing. Like, I hate playing against Trey Young, but like, he's like such a villain. I and like I get why for the most part, but at the same time I'm like I kind of like when he like gets all this hate and then still shows out and just balls.
Yeah, my man's a certified baller. I give that to him for sure.
Have you been watching any NHL?
I have not, but real quick, I just got this ESPN notification that says Anthony Edwards cited for assault after allegedly swinging a folding chair that struck two employees after Game 5 loss.
Oh
Jesus
my
Christ,
god,
dude.
dude.
Chill, bro. It's just a game. Why you have to be mad?
Literally.
Um, no, I haven't watched like any NHL.
Oh, dude, it's been good. It's
I know
been good.
I've been keeping up on Twitter and stuff, but I haven't like sat down and watched any games. Are there any games on like late tonight? Maybe I'll throw it on.
There's definitely going to be some games on tonight. Um let's see. Tonight.
Will be the night that I
Oh wait,
will
that's
fall for
tomorrow.
you.
Right now is Panthers Bruins. Panthers are up 1-0. The Bruins are up in that series 3-2. Dude, I was seeing things today that were like the Bruins are like climbing one step closer, and I was like that's a little premature. Like it looks like they're already past the Panthers in round 1. And I was like I didn't think that series was closed out yet. Um and yeah, they were like already like climbing to the second round in this info in this graphic. And I was like that seems premature. And now they're down 1-0, but they're still up 3-1 in the series, but it was interesting to see.
Is that the first? Still in the first series?
Yeah, it was still in the first round here. Um, Tonight, 9:30 is Seattle Kraken at Colorado Avalanche. That series is tied 2-2.
The Avalanche won last year, right?
I believe so. Yeah. So Seattle won the first game 3-1. Colorado won the second game 3-2. Won the third game 6-4, and then Seattle won the game 4 3-2 in overtime.
Damn, that sounds like a flaming
Dude,
fucking.
all the series have been really good.
What's the Ranger series at?
2-2.
No real blowouts so far, huh?
No, well, I mean, there's a couple 3-1s. Couple 3-1s. There's like a 3-2, but yeah, 3-1. But nobody getting swept or anything, which is cool. There was a shutout the other night. It was like the first shutout of the series. Yeah, Dallas shut out Minnesota 4-0 last night in Game 5, and it was like the first time there wasn't a shutout through the first 4 games of every matchup.
Damn. Are shutouts like super rare in hockey?
I don't think that they're super rare. I mean, that's the first time it's been like it took that long to get one in the playoffs.
I feel like there's always like so many shots on goal in a hockey game. Be pretty hard to have a shot like a shutout's pretty impressive.
Yeah, I agree. Rangers play tomorrow at 7:30 and then Saturday at 8.
What about the Islanders?
The Islanders were down 3-1. They won last night 3-2. So now they're down in the series 3-2. They play Friday and then maybe Sunday. But I don't
That'll
know
be
what time.
interesting.
Time TBD for Friday for them.
If they can pull out a win on Friday, like Sunday's gonna be that'll be a fun game to watch. Climbing all the way back down 3-1.
Yeah. The Maple Leafs lead the Tampa Bay Lightning 3 games to 1. They play tomorrow.
Yeah, I usually don't watch hockey until the playoffs, and even then, like it takes me like until like the second or third round to really like
Dude,
actually start
the
paying
the
attention.
two TVs has been nice because like I'll put a basketball game on and an NHL game on.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing in my office like during work, especially like Thursday when Thursday comes around, like tomorrow. I don't know if there's any like golf, like major golf event on tomorrow, but like I'll wake up, log on to work at like 8:45, 9 o'clock, and just like get ready to watch some fucking golf while I work all day, dude. It's like the most soothing fucking thing.
Yup. That's what I've been doing like for the second half of the weeks too.
I'll get all
Let's
my
see.
podcasts out like from Monday to Wednesday that I want to listen to, like Talking Yanks and Son of a Boy Dad. And hey, yo, I saw you saw that Hank Hill rap that Roan did on Son of a Boy Dad.
Yeah,
That shit was
yeah.
flames, dude.
That was good.
Bitch, I'm Hank Hill.
All right, I want to look at the draft. I want to see who the Eagles are getting mocked as.
Dude, I've been seeing a lot of Beyond Robinson.
Oh, Bijan.
Yeah, dude.
This one has Tim McManus pick an offensive tackle from Ohio State. That would not excite me, but I wouldn't be surprised if they did that.
Get Jalen some protection.
They just like to win there in the trenches. And
Good
then
place to win.
with the 30th pick, the same guy has us picking Adatomiwa Adebawore, defensive end, defensive tackle out of Northwestern.
The draft is tomorrow, isn't it?
Yeah, it starts tomorrow, first round tomorrow.
I only ever watched the first round.
Let's see. Let's see what else. Let's see what this CBS guy has us doing. He has Bijan going eighth, I think. Wait. Yeah, he has Bijan.
Who's got the
No,
pick
he has
ahead of
Bijan
us?
going seventh. Ahead of us is the Bears. This guy has us taking Drew Sanders, a linebacker out of Arkansas, at the 10.
Drew Sanders, Arkansas. Linebacker out of Arkansas.
Yeah. I don't know. That's not exciting, but that's okay. And then he has us taking Anton Harrison, offensive tackle out of Oklahoma.
Who what running did we sign Rashad Penny? Is that who we signed?
Yeah, we did.
I don't love that dude.
Nah, I mean he's always hurt. You know what I mean? And he can't stay healthy, but he'll be fine for a little bit.
I would love B John to join our offense, dude. Then there's no holes in our offense like at all if we sign him. Like obviously he's got to prove himself as like an NFL running back, but I think like he's gonna do that pretty easily. That's like the Brees Hall of this draft class.
Yeah, I think he might be better than Brees Hall, honestly.
Yeah, imagine him with Jalen Hurts, and he actually he visited us, didn't he? He was like one. We were one of the two teams that he visited with, like in person.
I don't know. Did he? You tell me.
I'm pretty sure it was us and the Seahawks, maybe. But
I
he
could see the
visited two
Seahawks
teams
taking
in
him.
person. Yeah.
That wouldn't surprise me at all. Um, I don't know. I'm excited to see who we pick. I don't really have much of a preference though.
No, I'm not like as excited as for this draft as I was last year because one, we were making a lot more moves last offseason, and two, like I'm already like pretty happy with what we have.
I wouldn't be upset. I think I would really like to get a safety. So I wouldn't be upset with like maybe trading back and taking like the best safety in the class, which I don't even know who that is.
Yeah, I have no idea, but also wouldn't hate that.
There's not a single safety taken in this first round mock draft. Um, but yeah, I feel like somebody to replace like CJ, right? And then like if like we get the next Brian Dawkins, if we got the next Brian Dawkins at the 10 pick, I'd be okay with that.
Yeah, that would be
Even though
sick.
there probably will never be another B Dawk because that's just the way it goes.
Also, the game's just not played the same way it was when he was
No,
around. Yeah, I don't know, dude. Like, I mean, it'll be interesting to see where we go, but I think right now, and I also don't think Bijan will fall to us. Like, I think somebody's gonna scoop him up before it gets
I
to
don't
us.
know,
But
dude. That's high for a running back.
it is. But like,
Top
dude, he's
10, dude.
yeah, top 10. Like spending a top 10 draft pick on somebody who's gonna have prime years that are like 3 to 4 years at best. You know what I mean? Like running backs aren't in their prime for that long.
Right.
But we are
Let's
like in
see.
a win now window, so
Brees Hall was picked number 36 in the second round.
second round. Wow, that's great. Was we have two first round picks, don't we?
Yeah, we
We
got
have
10 and
10 and 30,
31.
31,
10 and 30.
10 and 30.
Somebody got a pick taken away. So we bumped up from 31 to 30.
Oh, right.
So, yeah, I don't know.
It's going to be interesting to see for sure.
I'm excited to gossip about it and speculate.
You know what I'm excited for? Fantasy rookie drafts.
I know. I'm excited to just maybe get some trades going after
Yeah,
this weekend.
I haven't even opened the sleeper app and I don't even know how long.
I'd be opening that guy every now and again.
Been kind of giving my my brain a little bit of a break.
No, no breaks, no days off over here.
'Cause I know, like, dude, I know for a fact once like June, early July rolls around, I'm gonna be fiending for football season.
Yeah, that's because like June, a little bit in June, and then once July rolls around, the speculation starts a lot. And
Mm-hmm.
then like early August, there's like it's just like so much, and it's all just like training camp buzz, and it's all most of it's BS, honestly.
Yeah, it really is,
Um,
dude. Like 85% of it is like BS. Like, oh, there was a scuffle. Like, what does this mean for team chemistry or like stupid shit like that? I love seeing those videos though, like the training out of
and
training
people
camp.
always overreact to like who's getting more reps in practice. Like
Yeah.
maybe the number one running back isn't getting as many reps because he doesn't need as many
Y-
reps.
Right, right. Remember, like last year, the whole thing was like Tyreek said Tua is the most accurate quarterback he's ever played with. It's like, dude,
Yeah,
you went from Patrick Mahomes to Tua. Like, don't bullshit us. We're not dumb.
yeah. I don't know. Everything gets blown out of proportion and like magnified. Like they give like really simple answers without much thought, and then the people that are looking at it like put so much thought into it and just make something out of nothing.
I've noticed that with like, it's like I'll watch like the post game press conference for Yankees and stuff like that, and these people day in and day out, night in and night out, will ask pretty much the same questions just based around like what had happened, like how oh you had a nice worked your way out of a 3-2 count, like what were you seeing out of at bats, like dude, they're just you know the players are going to give the same regurgitated type of answer. Like, you know what they're going to say. Like, I just feel like there's not a lot of reporters that will ask questions that like fans actually want to know. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like, I wonder why
because there
that
aren't.
is.
Because they're all paid by somebody else to, you know, do their journalism a certain way and get clicks a certain way, and
Yeah, but dude, if
you
you're
know that's why
asking more
that's why they're
interesting
doing it.
questions like the fans that wanted to know, you'd get way more clicks, is what I'm saying.
Whoa, 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 Johnny, dude, don't try to mess with the status quo, bro. We've been doing it this way for years.
That's what they call me, dude. The fucking status quo fucking upside down flipper. I flip the status quo the way
Yeah, flip
SpongeBob
that
flips
quo.
Krabby
Hell yeah,
Patties.
hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Flip those
Hey.
quos,
It's gonna be a meme of me with a spatula just flipping the word quo.
as it should be.
um,
If you
but
make
yeah,
it a
dude, they
GIF and make
just
it spin,
flip, 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 and then sizzle.
yeah. Check my quo. Spin
I
flip.
uh I wish there were like more like I mean I guess I get it because like you don't want to be like from a player standpoint you don't want to be like stirring causing controversy by speaking the truth or like how you actually feel but be more electric, that's for damn sure.
Yeah, it's definitely like place and time, right? Like
Yeah, for sure.
players are choosing their words very carefully to like not offend people and piss people off like unnecessarily. So they're just like, maybe I'll fucking leave this for another day.
Yeah, it's not like when Kanye got on TV after Hurricane Katrina and was just like, George Bush does not care about black people. They can't be on that type of shit anymore.
Nah, it came right for his neck.
Yes. Kanye, what are you doing to help the poor dying people of New Orleans? You ever hear of this guy named George Bush?
I berated him.
Oh man. What else we got?
That's it. That's all I got.
That's all you got?
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
All right.
What do you got?
Well, what I got is, just good vibes, dude. I'm
Loving
actually gonna
is
go
what I
Maggie's
got.
giving me a buzz cut tonight, so that's my
Remember
plan
that.
after this.
Loving is what I
That's what
got.
I got. Ba-da-da-da-da-da.
I got a few new records this weekend.
So did I. Shall we indulge?
I got Best Day Ever and I got Circles and I got My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy.
Dude, I saw you got like the have you opened it yet?
No, I haven't.
Yours is like the deluxe, like limited edition,
It's
though,
a
right?
deluxe John. It has 3 discs.
Dude, so I opened mine like 2 days ago. I think it comes with 3 discs. The only thing that sucks is it doesn't have the track list on the discs or on the side. It doesn't tell you what side is side A and side B. So you kind of
Interesting.
yeah, you kind of just got to figure it out. But so you know how on the cover it has like the artwork of the girl like doing the ballerina dance or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
Those are interchangeable, bro. It comes with like 4 or 5 different pieces of artwork, so it's like that. It has the blurred out one, the actual
That's
album
the one
cover
that
where it's
you
like
had
blurred
up
out.
up there, right?
Yeah, and then they have the one of like the king, where it's like the king and the knife is going through his head, and then there's another one I think of just like I some sort of face or something. But like you put those in the middle slip where the actual like second disc is, and you can change out the album cover. It's fucking
Not
sick.
bad.
And then it comes with those and like they're frameable apparently, but then it comes with like a giant poster of like the ballerina album cover. Comes with a lot of shit. And we were saying on the podcast a few weeks ago, it's like opening a little treasure chest every time you get a
Yeah,
new
every time.
new
Yeah,
vinyl.
I saw that it had like it's a like poster and then like frameable things, and I was like,
Yeah.
all right, like I'm looking forward to opening this guy.
Dude, so I don't know if this is like a countrywide thing or anything, but we walked into Yellow Dog, our record store that we go to, and
Yeah, it was. My record store wasn't doing it. They're like, we're not doing record store day.
record store day. Yeah, I was like, what the fuck, dude? We got there early. Like we got there like probably 10:30 in the morning because we're usually not there until like 1 or 2 because we're usually just like out doing shit. But we got there early, like because we saw a bunch of Mac Miller they had online. So like, all right, we'll go. We'll cop what we want and like do
Yeah,
like the rest of our shit. Dude, the store is packed. Like we were greeted with like 2 employees are like, hey, we got like 15% off this, 20% off this, blah 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 blah. All these sales. Like if you want some of the limited stuff we got, you got to go get in line up front. Store was bumping, dude. Like there were so many people in there. So Maggie was like, "All right, fuck, I'm gonna go see, um, like if I can get like the Mac that I wanted because we wanted to get um best day ever, and then we came here for Good AM because that's like one of Maggie's favorites Mac albums, and
Mhm.
obviously didn't have it. So she went up to the front after looking at like the new release one for a while, and because she couldn't find any Mac there, so she went up front. And usually, like if they don't have them in the new release section, but we see like it still says that they have some available online, like they'll just go into the back and get it for us. So
Right.
she's up there looking, bro, and I'm looking, and I got that one, and then the Isaiah Rashad album, his last album that he just dropped, fucking phenomenal album. But I saw it was online, and I was like, oh, that's gonna be a good cop. Like probably not gonna find that one anytime soon again. So let me get that. Found that one. It was the last one, and I'm just like flipping through, flipping through, flipping through, and then my the Kanye one, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, popped up, and I was like, dude, we've been to Yellow Dog like 3 times in a row trying to get this album, and it's always like sold out. And
Yeah.
it's like it only gets pressed like once or twice a year. So like fucking cop that instantly. And Maggie comes back like up to the front, like to keep looking, and I was like, dude, look what I found. And I showed it to her and she was pumped. Like finally, after like fucking 3 trips, we got our hands on this one.
Yeah, I was going there for I knew that they had some Kendrick and I knew that they had some Kanye. But I said to Lex, I was like, dude, like best case scenario, we get surprised with Mac Miller and J. Cole that I don't already have. And they didn't have any J. Cole, but they had like a J. Cole section, so I know that they do get him in every now and again. And then yeah, they had Best Day Ever, circles and swimming, but I already had swimming. And then they had 808s and Heartbreak. I saw on their Instagram like a day or two ago, but they didn't have it there. So I was like, all right, I'll just get the My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy then and call it a day and get that and the two Mac albums and I'll be good.
What uh what Kendrick did they have?
Um,
Was it the green one where it's like untitled, unmastered or something like that?
no, I think they had the To Pimp a Butterfly,
Ooh.
maybe Good Kid, Mad City. I think they had both of those. Or that's what they had on their Instagram anyway.
Yeah, dude. Once I get through Max Discog, which is gonna be tough because Divine Feminine is like impossible to find
Hard to
anywhere.
find, dude.
So
Yeah,
hard, dude. That and Faces. I feel like Faces might be one that
Faces.
I have to like order online because I feel like I've never seen that like in
Yeah,
stores
and the
anywhere.
High Life.
And the High Life, yeah. But I think those are the last. Oh no, you know what I need is watching movies with the sound off.
Yeah,
I need that one too. But I think that outside of that, I have all like the rest of his discog done. But once I finish Max, dude, I think I'm gonna start going into Kendrick's because like outside of like J. Cole and like Mac, and I mean I have Denzel's full discog, but I wouldn't put him as like he's one of my favorite rappers, but he's not on the same level as like Kendrick and Cole and Mac to
right.
me. But Kendrick's dude, his discog is so good. Like every album he has put out has been like phenomenal.
Good. Yeah.
Yeah. Like Damn, I saw that, and I think it was the one we went to, Gravity Records, when you guys were here. They had that one, but it was like $55, and I was like, dude, this is a
Mm,
ripoff. Like, I'm good. I can
yeah.
get this for 35 at Yellow Dog if I find it.
Yeah.
Um, and then I want to get Vacation in Hell, Flatbush's album. Dude, never seen it on vinyl. I have two Flatbush albums. One's a mixtape. One's not even like a real album that's available on streaming platforms. But I have 3001 and I want to get Vacation in Hell. So I looked online. I just typed in Vacation in Hell vinyl. It was pressed like one time, and it's like a 5 year old, 6 year old album, and it's like $250.
Yeah.
But the 5 year anniversary of that album just was like 2 weeks ago. So I'm hoping like they did it for 3001. So I'm hoping they do it for Vacation in Hell. So once they do that, I'm just gonna go into Yellow Dog and be like, yo, order this for me. I'll come scoop it when it gets in.
What if they did like a pre-sale? Would they do that?
They might. I'm probably just better off doing that because then like
Yeah.
Meech's solo album, I can just go on his Instagram and like click on his website. Then he has his on vinyl for like $30. So I might just do that and Vacation in Hell and knock two of them out of the way while I can.
It's probably your best bet.
Yeah. I just hate like ordering them online because it's not as fun as like
No, it's not. That's
finding them.
so my rule is I don't buy them online for myself. If somebody else wants to buy them online and gift it to me, that's like obviously I'm going to be grateful for it. And I'm
Right.
not going to be like, "Oh, you didn't get this at an actual store." Meh, 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 I don't want
Yeah,
it.
yeah. Fucking snob.
but that's fine. And like, but people know what records I want. Like, I keep a wish list on my phone, and I mean, I don't update it all the time with new shit that I want, but I always like knock things off when I buy them. You know what I mean? So it's like, if you want to get me a record, you can, all of these are things that I want, and they're like, all right, I'm gonna
I should
go pick
start.
one of
I
those
gotta
Mac
start
Miller
one of
ones.
those. That's a good idea because hate when somebody asks me like, what do you want for your birthday? What do you want for? I never know what to say because I just like never like want anything.
Yeah,
So if I just have like a vinyl list, I'm always, dude, give me a vinyl, bro. So Yellow Dog has this like point system or whatever where you put in your email and like sign up for it, and so like every time you buy a record, every dollar that you spend, you get 1 point. And
right.
so I'm like sitting there, I'm like, Maggie's like, dude, you gotta have like a fuck ton of points. So like you should ask like what I can use them for. I'm like, oh dude, we can probably get like 2 free vinyls with the amount of fucking money I've spent here. So I go up to pay and I'm like, hey, like I just want to check how many points I have and like what I can use those for. And she was like, every point, every dollar you spend's a point. You have 540 something points. And I'm like, all right, bet, like, what can I use them for? And she's like, um, you can get like use like points to get like 9.99 for like a used item in the store or something like that. And I was like, what the fuck? I was like, bro, what is the point of this whole point program if I'm it's like the only thing I can use the points for is like to get pre-owned
It's a
items
coupon
for
code.
huh?
It's like a coupon code.
Yeah, it's bullshit, bro. I spent $500. You're telling me I can't get like 50% off if I buy one vinyl or something? Use my points for that? Like, come on.
Yeah, use your points for 50% off one vinyl, or like, you know,
You'd think
twenty five $25 off, you spend 100 or more, you know what I mean?
right, dude. At something like that. Like I've spent, if the proof is there, I have 540 points. That means I've spent $540 at your store. Like I'm not going anywhere.
Right, right.
Let me use my shit. That's my only gripe with that store, though. Other than that, that place is
At
dope.
least they got a point system though.
Yeah, which I guess is cool. And like most of the guys that work there are pretty chill about like helping me find stuff. Like when I walked in to find Denzel's last album that I got, I was like, "Yo, didn't see any Denzel up front. Like, do you have any left?" And he typed it into his little computer. Was like, "Yeah, I'll be right back." Walked up in the back for like 2 minutes, came out, and was like, "Here you go." And I was like, "Fucking money, dude. Let's go."
Yeah, dude, none of the places around me have like a good online like ordering system where I can like see what they have in their inventory, you know what I mean?
That's the best thing about like you can see new vinyl, pre-owned, like all this stuff, and then it'll tell you like you click on it and it'll be like, oh, there's 3 left. So it's like, all right, well, get in the car because we're going.
Yeah. That's awesome. I wish we had something like that. Um I like this place, dude. They're small, but like the way that they set up their stuff is like they don't do it by genre. They just do it in alphabetical order. That's it. Like all like their new stuff is like around the outside. It's like a used store, right? So around the outside is like all the new stuff in fucking alphabetical order. And then they have some stuff that's like up on the shelves above, and like that's all for sale too. And then underneath is all like older used shit, and like in the middle is all like used shit. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
it's just so easy. It's like I don't have to, because I like all different genres, so I don't have to fucking bounce around the whole store. I just go down in order, look at everything like as
Oh,
I'm walking through.
so like you don't have like a rap section, a jazz
No.
section, country section. It's just like alphabetically. This is what we have for every genre.
Yep. Yep.
Oh, damn. So you really gotta like hunt for some shit then. Like when you go in there.
Yeah. I mean, it's not real big though, so
Oh,
it's not. It won't take too long to like find the shit that you like and decide whether or not you're gonna buy anything.
right.
But it's tough because so the way that they have it, they have J Cole at C for Cole. I'm like fuck, and they have Kanye West at W for West, and I'm like fuck.
Oh, they do it by last name or like.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Which I thought was interesting because I was like looking for J. I was like looking for J Cole, and I was like, it's not in these fucking J's. And then Lex was looking at it, and it was in the C's, and I was like, oh shit. And then I was looking at Kanye, and then I was like, oh, Kanye's gonna be a W, bro.
For West. Wake up, Mr. West. Have you seen any Logic at your record store?
I don't think so.
I so our store like usually has one or two Logic albums, but they're always the same ones. It's always Bobby Tarantino 3 or Vinyl Days. And then when we were in there last week, I was flipping through and I saw like Logic and then I was like, "Oh, what the fuck is new?" Thought it was his new College Park one, but it was Under Pressure, the one you got me for Christmas.
Right.
Which,
Well, I'm straight.
dude, I know we texted about this like a few days ago, but holy fuck, I haven't listened to that album in so long. And then I threw it on like the record like a week ago. That might be his best work, dude.
I have to give
Like
it another spin. I don't have
so
one,
ma-
but if I did, I'd spin it.
so many classics on that album, dude. Like back to back to back to back. It's just like every track on that album is good.
The old shit's always better because it's nostalgic and like those ones are like the most ingrained into your brain from like over the years. And then when you hear 'em, like, oh, dude, and then you're like, oh my god, this is all the same album. This shit's money.
Yeah, yeah, that's literally how it is, dude. This is all the same fucking project. Damn, so my man was in his
Kid was
bag.
snapping, bro. This shit's all
Yeah,
amazing. Like I
yeah,
love all
dude.
these songs. This is great.
Yeah, but
I
well,
want to
I'm
start like an online like discography of my own, like it's like an online like tracker of everything that I have, and then upload all the new ones that I get. They
like
have like apps and
all
shit
like
for them that
so
do that.
like a playlist of all your records that you have.
Not like a playlist, just like a database of all the records that I have
We
to
should
keep track of
start.
them.
I kind of want to do that in like a Google Sheets or something.
Yeah, it'd be easy to do in Google Sheets.
Just do. Would you do it like a tab by artist,
No, I would just do one big file and
like one sheet?
then yeah, one big sheet, and then I don't know if Sheets have pivot tables, but Excel does. So that would be my main goal. If I had Microsoft Excel, I'd have all the information in one sheet, and then I'd be able to have pivot tables off of that, or then I could just like filter it by like artist or something. If I'm like, oh, like you know, what J Cole albums do I have? I could just filter it by J Cole and see all the ones that I have. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that'd be dope. I might actually do that.
Yeah.
Make it all organized and shit, and then I could just add to it.
Yeah. And you can put like artist, album, obviously, like edition if you got like a limited edition or like a special edition. Like I
Yeah.
know there was like a Macadelic 5 or 10 year release. And I thought about buying it even though I already have Macadelic. I thought about buying that one just like, oh no, I'll have both of them, but that seemed OD, so I didn't do it.
Is the Macadelic one you have like a clear? Is the record itself like clear?
No, I think the Macadelic record is red and black and white. And it's
Oh,
like cut
that's
into three pieces, and it's like red, black, like a like
oh, that's cool. Like a pie chart,
yeah,
kind of.
yeah, like a pie chart, and everything is even.
Oh, that's sick. I think mine's like clear, or it's like clear with tie dye blue and red in it. I don't know if
Yeah,
that like signifies like an addition or something, but I
I
think it's
don't
just a
know.
regular Macadelic.
Yeah, I'll have to check what mine is. I'm pretty sure it's the blue and or the black and red and white.
That's pretty sick. I've never seen one like that where it's like tri-colored like that. The only ones I've seen are like obviously like green or like different colored ones that are full, or like tie dye ones
Tie
like that.
dye.
The
Yeah,
tie dye ones are cool.
tie dye ones are cool. Kids is all tie dye. The kids I think is super
Oh,
dope.
that's one I need to get, dude. And they had it 2 weeks ago, but we didn't go.
Yeah,
That's
kids
that's
is
another one I need.
Chris got me kids from his record store. When I got the record player, or maybe when I bought the house. I don't know. But yeah, he got me kids.
Yeah,
He
kids
got me
is
acid rap too.
ooh, acid rap's a good cop. I
Yeah, it is.
was it that one that we got? No, it was I was trying to pick between acid rap and Kid Cudi album Man on the Moon 3. I went with Cudi cuz I was like
Yeah.
chance like acid rap I feel like is one that I see a lot. Like I feel like that one gets
Yeah.
pressed like pretty often.
I feel like I like Chance a lot more than mainstream media likes Chance. Or what like, our age media
Yeah,
likes Chance.
I definitely like. I'm one of the people that likes old Chance the rapper more. Like I don't really listen to his new shit like at all. Like if he dropped a
I
new
don't
song, I'm not like going out of my way to really listen to it anymore the way I used to.
Nah, me either, but like I do listen to them and I still think that they're all pretty solid for the most part. And like I think a lot of his newer albums are like yeah, like I know that they all are like kind of corny, but like that's only some of the songs, and some of the songs are actually good.
Yeah. Oh, dude, he's definitely like a talented artist still.
Um,
That's never gonna go away. But
like I send you songs off that one album, like every now and again. The one with the fucking clear
the Big
CD in
Day,
the hand. Is that what it is? The Big Day?
I I think it's called like the Big Day or something like that.
The Big Dog Overmuller.
Big Dog over Mueller.
I actually have a Chance song. Is what the last thing I listened to was Chance. You got me fucked up off Tang Day.
Chance the
His
Rapper.
mixtapes were good.
Dude, he's doing
And
a
Coloring Book was money.
coloring book was money. That would be one that I would
Yeah, the
love to
big
have
day.
on
You're
vinyl.
right.
He's doing a 10-year acid rap show in Chicago in August.
Ooh, that
I think
sounds dope.
he's just playing like the front to back acid rap live.
That's dope.
Yeah,
That would be a good show to go to.
I know, dude. I think it's like August 19th or something like that. He just announced it like today or yesterday.
Damn, dude, that's crazy. Chance really only has put out 4 albums.
Yeah, for as long as he's been around since like 2012. When did acid rap come out? 2013.
Yeah, but 10 Day came out 2012.
Yeah.
So we had 10 Day in 2012, Acid Rap in 2013, Coloring Book in 2016, and then The Big Day in 2019. Then he got bullied so hard that he quit.
Well, he's got Merry Christmas, Little Mama, the gift that keeps on giving from 2020.
Yeah.
I don't really count that though. Yeah, he really did kind of get bullied.
I mean, he always puts out singles and shit. He's got mad singles.
Yeah. I mean, dude, it's the same with Childish Gambino. He's been around for
Childish
so long, and
Gambino.
he doesn't really put out like. I mean, the last one he put out was "Awaken My Love" in 2016. That would be a fire album to have on vinyl, dude. Wow.
Nuh-uh, he put out 31520 in 2020.
Oh, that doesn't count.
What do you mean it doesn't count? It's a 12-song album.
I mean, it counts, but it's like I hate how he did that, bro. Like
I
nobody's
didn't
gonna
even listen to it.
remember. It's it's all right, but nobody remembers any of the songs because they're all just fucking numbers. It's so hard to remember what songs are good.
Dude, Childish Gambino's got this one song, Bonfire. I think that's
Oh
it.
yeah, it's a great fucking song.
Dude,
Okay, it's
that is a
Childish
good
Gambino,
song.
homegirl, drop it like the Nasdaq. Move white girls like there's coke up my
Coke up
ass
my
crack.
ass crack. Move black girls, man.
Girls, cause
Fuck it,
man,
I'll
fuck
do
it, I
either.
love anything. I love pussy, I love bitches.
Um, he has this one line in there, dude. He goes, "Made the beat that murdered it,
Murdered it.
Casey
Casey
Anthony."
Anthony.
And I was like, "Oh my god, you can't! Oh my goodness." uh, that's like still one of my all-time favorite rap lines.
Yeah, dude. That album low key is full, or that song is full of bars like that too. Like
It
he's got a
is.
bunch of them.
I mean, Childish did have a good run, dude.
Yeah, dude, he's like one of the most talented fucking people I think of our generation. Super under the radar. Between his acting, his music, his stand-up comedy, his producing.
Yeah. Kawhi, I mean, Sober was on that, but there wasn't really much. I don't think I listened to Awaken My Love.
Oh, dude.
But
That's
Redbone's
probably my
on there. I know Redbone.
Awaken My Love is probably my favorite Childish Gambino album, and it's not even rap. It's R&B
Yeah.
and soul. But like that's another album. Every song on that album slaps. You know the song California. She want to move to California.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
Me and Your Mama is a banger. Uh
All right,
Terrified
I'm gonna add
banger.
it to my library. Listen to it tomorrow, maybe.
Yeah, definitely throw it on, dude. It's a fucking vibe. I remember I was stoned as shit when it came out, and I threw it on, and Me and Your Mama hit my soul, dude. Like it was like one of those songs that just like vibrates the hair on your skin. Like it just like musically like tickles your brain.
Phil's are making a comeback. I think it's time to sign off so I can go watch this game.
All right,
I'm
I'm gonna go get
fucking
my head shaved.
starving, dog.
Me too.
This whole time, man, like my belly's been hurting.
This dude was crushed like an hour and a half ago, so
Yeah, I've
that's
had
all
no
that's sitting
water
in my
for a
stomach
minute.
right now. All right.
All right, homies, you guys have fun this weekend. Do something that you're gonna remember, and hug your neighbor and give somebody a big kiss on the forehead.
With a fat sloppy smooch.
Make sure somebody knows you love them. Smooches.